Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku prayer. Please stand. 高天原にかむすまります。かむろぎかむろみのみこともして、そめみおやかむいさぎのみこと、つくしのぎむかのたち花の、おどのあわぎはらによみそぎはらいたもうときになりませる。はらいどの神たちもろもろのまがこと罪けがれをはらいたまえ清めえとまおすことのよしおあまつかみくにつかみやおよろずのたちともに雨の口こまの耳振り立ててきこしめせとかしこみもまおす弥勒大神守りたまえ先はえたまえ弥勒大神守りたまえ先はえたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先はえたまえ教えみ家主の神守りたまえ先はえたまえかんながらたまちはえませ。かんながらたまちはえませ。Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiated divine light, shining evermore brilliantly, dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Johrei concluded, and we will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Courtesy. Inner awareness allows us to act freely, naturally, and with ease, yet still live in accordance with God's law. Let us never stray from the right path. May we follow the law of nature and diligently perform our tasks. If common courtesy is lacking, free thought and action become a fallacy, a pretense. They are not a measure of our true freedom. Shoujo tends to be lacking in freedom, and Daijo faith has unlimited freedom. However, freedom unrestricted by one's wisdom and reason may lead to self indulgence or willful and capricious freedom. Thus, we should seek to balance these two principles of freedom. True freedom has to respect the freedom of others and therefore is not without limits. Freedom, in the true sense of the word, has its boundaries. If you even slightly inconvenience or harm another, you feel unease, guilty, and cannot be free and at ease. If you give happiness and joy to others, then you feel happiness and joy. This is true freedom. A person's destiny is given by God at birth. It is predetermined, so it cannot be changed. Fate, however, can be freely changed by an individual within the limits of his or her given destiny. Depending on a person's efforts, it is possible to reach the highest level within that range or to drop to its lowest level. Freedom is similar to fate in that true freedom is contained within certain boundaries. There is no such thing as limitless freedom. True freedom has limitations. That is, it's finite. And today I'd like to share with you this faith testimony that was read this morning at the morning service from Maria Vitória from Rondônia, Porto Velho, Brazil. Maria Vitória is an architect and worked only part-time for a company. She wasn't satisfied with her paycheck and she wanted to get a second job where she could work extra hours and keep both jobs. In 2020, she was invited to participate in the renovation of the Porto Velho Johrei Center. So Maria Vitória received this dedication as a gift from God and an opportunity for her to elevate herself spiritually together with her ancestors. So she prepared the architectural project with much love and determination with the collaboration of her boyfriend, who is also an architect and was not yet a Johrei member. The renovation of the Johrei Center turned out very beautiful, and Maria Vitória felt extremely happy and fulfilled for having participated in that dedication. A month later, the reopening of the center. A month later, after the reopening of the center in August 2020, many projects and new job opportunities began to emerge. Additionally, she and her boyfriend realized the dream of opening their own architecture office. Thus, they were able to handle the demand for services that had intensified. Their blessing did not stop there. Due to an emphysema, her father-in-law became affected with only 30% of lung capacity. In December of 2020, he contracted pneumonia, and they were all very concerned due to his failing health. Together with her parents, they began channeling him Johrei every day for an hour. After a week, his improvement was impressive, and hospitalization was not required. His lung infection subsided, and he felt so well that he soon went back to work. Faced with this miracle, her boyfriend expressed his desire to become a Johrei member and was allowed to receive the Sacred Focal Point, or Hikari, in February 2021. With all these blessings, she realized that when we prioritize serving the divine work and leave our personal interests in the background, God rewards us in an infinitely greater way. Maria Vitória is deeply thankful to God and Meishu-sama for the blessing she has received. She now commits herself to continue engaging in our practices of faith, bringing the divine light to as many people as possible to joining us in the construction of paradise on earth. With this, I'd like to thank you all very much for attending this evening service, praying for our ancestors, for our family and friends. And tomorrow, again, at 10 a.m., we will have our morning service. With this, brings to a conclusion this evening service. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we wish you a very blessed evening. Thank you.